Hey, what's going on, folks? Sean Arnold here, and welcome to another episode of Online Ranked Duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. My name is Sean Arnold, and today I'm trying out a brand new deck here. This is one of my favourite decks which I used to run from before, but when I used to play the game more often, or used to play Dueling Network and that stuff. But it took me a while to build this deck, but it's an old favourite of mine because it kind of goes with any other deck, and that is the anti-meta deck. When I say meta, for people who don't know, meta is what the trend is, what people like to run quite often, and an anti-meta deck is about countering the meta. Now the meta is filled right now with tons of decks that do lots of special summoning, and their special summons give them tons of advantage, and then they push with big monsters to be able to win the game. And it's gotten to a point where even if you get rid of one of those types of monsters, you still run the risk of running into another big monster. Necros, Cliff Forts, tons of decks just are very, very good at just spamming monsters and combining them into bigger monsters. Not quite sure what, I want to call them Stokes, but I don't know if there's a Q there. It looks like STQEKES. I'm guessing he's running some kind of synchro deck. He's using Yusei as his avatar. He's got Plague Spreader Zombie, which is a tuner, and Destiny Hero Militias. And now he's summoned Bezel, the Diabolic Dragons. The Bezel of the Diabolic Dragons. I've never seen this card before. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. When you take damage in fault from an attack, blah blah blah, your opponent, this card gains attack equal to the damage you took. Okay, so anti-meta decks really focus on kind of stopping plays like this, so maybe I should have gone first. Would have been better to do that, and I could have set down cards like this. But hopefully I have the options to kind of counter things like this. So what I'm hoping to do, I'm going to put down DD Assailant face down, and hopefully he will attack it with Bezel next turn. He might not actually. Maybe I should have actually attacked with DD, but I was a little bit afraid of what that face down card is. So we'll see. Hopefully he will attack it with his monster and I'll be able to remove it from play. DD Assailant is one of my favourite cards of all time. Her effect is quite simple. After damage calculation, when this card is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, banish that monster, also banish this card. With 1700 attack, it's good for attacking, but if it's destroyed in battle, you get to banish it. It never really hits the graveyard, and it's really great for getting rid of boss monsters like Bezel or Belzy or whatever. What's this? Assault Beast. Oh, okay, he's also playing the Assault mode. Assault mode cards are annoying, just to say. He's probably got an Assault mode activate face down if he didn't discard that card. What card am I losing here? I'm losing a Vanity. Okay, fine. Got another one out already, so that's okay. Let's see what he does next. Is he going to activate Assault mode? Actually, he can't yet. He needs a particular monster on the field. Assault mode Stardust is really, really problematic. Yep, he's attacking with Bezel, as I had hoped. By destroying DD Assailant, I'm going to get to banish that monster as well as losing mine. But he's still got this 1900 beat stick to attack with, so I'm going to have to deal with him next turn. And yeah, the anti-meta deck is really just about using cards which counter the meta. And right now my deck is against shutting down special summons, shutting down plays like add cards to the hand using Thunder King Ryo, and banishing monsters so they don't get sent to the graveyard, because the graveyard really isn't. The graveyard is really just another set of resources you have access to in this day and age. So I kind of want to stop that. The only downside to an anti-meta deck is it doesn't generate much advantage, so you've got to be kind of aware of that. Okay, so this turn I'm going to summon first. I'm going to summon Thunder King Ryo. And I'm going to use Raigeki against this monster, just to give myself the field presence. I'm just using Bottomless Trap Hole, that's annoying. Right, I am tempted to use Raikiki now, but I'm not going to be able to attack after it. So I think I might take the damage, take the hit for this turn. I don't really know the assault cards too much. I don't know if assault beast can be tributed for a bigger monster. So I'm gonna wait. Let's see what happens next. This is also only the second time I've used this deck online in Legacy of the Duelist, so I'm kind of getting used to it myself. But I am familiar with a lot of these cards, so it shouldn't be too bad. Right, so what are you gonna do now? You're gonna special summon that. Let's stop that. I don't want you synchro summoning again. Is he going to respond to it? No, he has nothing to respond to it with. That's okay. Right, I'm going to guess he's just going to attack now. Alright, 1900 to my life points. That's unfortunate, but I can take the hit. His Upstart Goblin also made that a little bit easier to deal with, so that's fine. Alright, my turn. What am I going to get? Give me something good. Doom Caliber Knight, that's kind of perfect actually. Right, let me summon Doom Caliber Knight. I think this card is underused. I think this card deserves more attention. It was popular once back in the day, but everyone seems to have stopped using it. But he has a great effect, and that is, let me play Raikiki. I'll tell you what this effect does in a second. Is he going to respond? See, I don't understand priority anymore. Does he get the chance to respond first? He looks like he didn't want to respond, so I want to use Macrocosmos so I don't end up destroying Vanity's Emptiness. Macrocosmos banishes all cards that are sent to the graveyard. By doing that and combining it with Vanity's Emptiness effect won't trigger and it won't be destroyed. Now I have Doom Caliber Knight. Doom Caliber Knight has 1900 attack, 1800 defense, level 4 monster. It can't be special summoned. But what happens with Doom Caliber Knight is that during either player's turn, if a monster effect is activated, I can tribute the monster, I have to tribute the monster, and it will negate the activation and destroy that monster. Really, really useful. The only downside to Doom Caliber Knight really is that mainly just that he has to activate his effect. So even if the opponent activates a nothing effect, he has to be tributed. So let me think, and he surrendered, he gave up. If he was to activate Plague Spreader Zombie, who's in the graveyard, he would have to activate regardless. So that's the only downside to Doom Caliber Knight. But as you can see, SDQKES just couldn't deal with the anti-meta deck. So yeah, that's a little bit about anti-meta deck. It uses a lot of cards, not friend request, I'm going to send him a message. It uses a lot of cards which I'm showcasing on my Tekken 30 series, so you may have seen some of these cards before, but yeah, no, it can be really, really effective, but it also can be ineffective if an opponent really generates too much advantage. Yeah, but I'll show more of my anti-meta deck off in the future. And if you guys are getting sick and tired of dealing against decks which generate crazy amounts of advantage, then try an anti-meta deck. Try an anti-meta deck, then it kind of levels the playing field a bit. So anyway, that's enough waffle from me. Thank you guys for watching as always. Much love, take care, and goodbye.